Welcome to Change Around Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jonah, and welcome to the Saturday morning board game show.
We are here today. We have some great sponsors, we got some giveaways, and we got lots of games and a bunch of laughs to share with you today.
Now, if you guys tuned in for our last show, you may have recalled that we had a little Larry and Larry segment. We're going to be doing that again. One of the Larrys couldn't make it today, though, so Journeyman Dan is going to be jumping in on the show. We'll post some photos on Facebook. We'll also give you a pan over of the shelf so that during the show you can vote on which game you'd like them to attempt to explain at the end of the show. We also want to take some time to talk about the giveaway that we're going to be doing during this episode. We've got a copy of Mazescapes. This is a one-player puzzle maze game. Is it an escape room? What do we call it? No,
it's a maze.
Puzzle maze game. I haven't played it yet. We are going to be looking at a similar one in the show, so stay tuned for later in the episode when Melissa walks through that one. But you can win this one.
Yep.
Good luck to y'all. And then we also always want to start off our show by giving some shout outs to our sponsors. The Op is one of our sponsors, and we're going to be looking at their game 25 words or less based on the show, based on the game. And we're going to be playing that later. Jonah, give us a preview. What should we expect?
Based on the show, based on the game?
Right. I think it all started as a game.
Oh, really?
They made a TV show.
Okay.
And now this is like the IP version of the show of the game.
Oh, okay. Well, your hint into the... We're going to play it later, though.
Right. I'm just saying, like, what should we expect? Is it going to be like
You have to
the
get
funniest
your
thing
team
ever?
to guess the clues.
Is it hard?
All the clues.
All the clues.
With 25 words or less.
Okay. Okay. Do you think we can do it?
I do think we can
do it. Who is your team going to win or is your team going to lose?
My team is going to win.
Okay. I want to be on Jonah's team.
Yeah.
There's no drawing, so we're good.
There's no drawing.
There's no drawing. All right, good. So we can play this one. We got it.
Yeah.
Our other sponsor, Burnt Island Games. We always enjoy talking about their stuff. The Hall of the Mountain King we have on the table. Hopefully you were lucky enough to get in on their Kickstarter for The Fall of the Mountain King, which I still didn't know. Is that a prequel or
It's
sequel?
a prequel that's standalone.
Standalone prequel, not related, new mechanics, everything else, but some same great art, lots of fun stuff going on.
Yeah, there's some nuances of reminiscent of this game that I thoroughly enjoy.
A new twist, another twist on the tech tree idea, or engine building, a little bit of all in there.
Their Kickstarter has ended, but you can still get in on a late pledge.
Oh, they do have late pledges.
Yeah.
Checking that one out. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us. As always, we love chatting with you guys in the comments. It looks like a bunch of people are already on saying hi, good morning. Kristen and Hannah and Stacy.
Lisa, hello.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It should be a lot of fun.
How can they win Mazescapes?
I don't know. I never know how you can win. It's usually comment and we'll randomly pick somebody. It might be whoever vote on which team you think is going to win. Probably could be. We need your game suggestions on what Larry and Larry.
Like and comment on the video.
Like and comment. There you go.
Okay.
See, keeping it easy.
Keeping it easy for everyone.
But be sure to chat with us throughout the comments. One of the Larrys will be answering comments in the chat as well as we'll be trying to interact live as well. So this should be lots of fun. I think we might be ready to jump to the couch. Nope. I'm literally.
We're at the couch.
I'll never do it. I'll just intentionally forever say the couch.
We're going to the table.
Let's try the table. Hey guys, at the table.
Welcome to the table. I'm Kevin.
I'm Melissa.
We are talking about a game called Dive from Sit Down Games. We have a prototype here. It's actually already published, so you can purchase this game right now. And a lot of the components that you're going to see here are going to be a lot better. But pretty much what you see is what you're going to get in the game, just better components. This game is a programming type game. It's divided into 2 phases each round. The first phase, you're programming these little tokens on your dive board. And then phase 2, you're going to see if what you programmed was good. So what you see in the middle of the table are these transparent tiles that have different types of sea creatures on them. And you're trying to figure out what is on each layer of these tiles. And there's sharks, and there's manta rays, and there's turtles, and things like that. And your job is, on your programming board, you have 1 through 5 numbers. And on the other side is 1 through 5, but they have sharks on them. So the sharks are a really important part of the game. What you're trying to figure out is each layer is there a shark on that layer? And if there is, then you're going to take one of your numbers and flip it to the shark side and place that on, like the top one. It could be a shark, it may not be a shark there, but I'm going to say...
Kevin is much better at this game than I am.
Trying to figure out where the sharks are. And you are going to then place the shark side up if you think there's a shark on that layer. Then you're going to go layer by layer, and you can go to maximum of 5 layers. down, and you're going to put shark or no shark on each layer, guessing. And then there's numbers on them, and if you're...
Why don't we just do it?
We're going to do it. All right.
All right, Kevin and I are looking at this, trying to decide which layers. Oh, I am so bad at this.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then we're just basically trying to figure out, are there sharks there or not?
Mm-hmm. And then some of the tiles have beneficial things that will give you points, spaces, so you want to have a higher value on those. Oh.
So I definitely see sharks here, and you might not be able to see them, but I am ready, and we're going to show you how well...
How badly Melissa did.
Don't look at my board.
All right, I'm just gonna throw some stuff on there.
All right, here we go. And reveal. So the first level, we're saying both as a shark, and we both chose level 1. And basically we tied.
You have to keep them over.
Sorry, thank you. And there's a manta ray. If whoever was higher, because we tied, no one gets the benefit. But if someone was higher, they would get the manta ray benefit. There's no real good benefit for a manta ray at the beginning of the game, so we both chose a lower number on that one. All right, level 2, there is a shark. Melissa's already lost.
I was trying to decide if it was level 2 or level 3, so basically none of these count for me anymore.
Correct. So Melissa has stopped diving. She goes back to the surface. I have a level 3 shark, or I have a shark, and there are no benefits to this one, but I get to keep diving. So we're gonna go to number 3. Oh, I said there's no shark on this one, and I didn't do a shark, so I get to keep diving, but there's a bonus on this one. A turtle gives me a +1, so I'm going up the track. You want to go up the track, that's how you're getting points. And then I'm going down another level. There is a shark on that one. I said there was a shark.
Yes.
And then, but there's no bonus on that one. And then the last one I said there was no shark. And no shark. The other nice thing is there wasn't a lot of extra bonuses on the tiles, but because I was able to dive 5 levels deep, I get 5 points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Melissa did 1 level, so she gets 1 point. So even if there weren't a lot of bonuses on the tiles, there are things that you're getting at the end if you're able to dive super deep. So
yeah, you can also, if there's something on the tile that you really want a bonus, the red turtles are 2 spaces, the mantas take the last place to the next one.
Right, so a 4-player game, there's a little bit more going on.
You can actually stack.
Yes.
So that,
I was pretty confident that Melissa wouldn't dive too low, so I didn't worry about stacking.
So I could stack a 3 and a 4 to make it a 7 to hopefully win that tile.
Right.
As long as I correctly.
Right. And then you basically you get rid of all your tokens, and you program for the next round, and you keep going until someone reaches 23 points, and whoever does that first wins the game. So that's Dive from Sit Down Games.
Yep. And you said, you just said 23 points.
I did.
I was listening to you.
Sure,
really.
she was.
I was looking to see if there were any questions.
This is definitely a unique game with the looking down and trying to figure out where the different sharks are and the different sea creatures. So, but it plays really quick. So.
And it's either up to 4 or 5 players. But yeah, that's Dive.
All right, back to the couch.
Hey, so right now we've got Hammer Time by Haba. It's a great game if you have kids, if you have nieces or nephews, or you know kids, or you see kids on the street. This would be a great game to hand out to them. Hammer Time, here you go. Maybe not on the street. But my point is, if you know kids in your band,
great game. Great game.
it technically says ages 5 to 99, so great
That's
game
true.
even if you're not a kid.
That is true.
Definitely don't hand it to kids on the street. I'm sorry, I can't get with you on that one. But okay, let's do it.
All right, so in Hammer Time, very simple. You've got all these cool gems on here. They look great. They feel great. It's kind of a neoprene removable sticker that you can put onto the box, and it just looks prettier than the back of the box normally would. On your turn, you're going to take this cool hammer, and you're going to try, oh man, that was a terrible attempt. You're going to try and knock off gems in order to fill your cart.
Yep.
Now, I have a goal here. This goal says that I need to get 6, 7, or 8. And if I can get 6, 7, or 8, then I get a special clear gem that counts as a wild. I only got 1, so now on my cart here, we've got different colored gems that I'm trying to fill in. Ultimately, that's how I win the game. So since I got my 1 green gem, I get to put it in the green space. And my turn's over. So now, Jonah, your turn.
Do I get a new goal?
Yes.
Okay.
A new goal comes out.
New goal.
So this means you are trying to get an even number of gems.
An even number of gems. My card here says I need yellow or green gems. I can hit this from any side.
Any
but
side
if
you want.
something comes off, it's over.
Yep.
I'm hitting over here because I want
Okay.
these guys. I feel like.
All right.
Woo!
So Jonah's got
4 gems came off. Definitely 2 yellows that I needed. The clear ones are wild.
Yep.
So I do have one of those greens I needed. This one is blue. It's not what I needed, so I'm just gonna throw that back in. But I did knock off 4 gems,
Correct.
which is absolutely my goal of getting an even number.
Yes.
That gives me a wild gem, which I'll
Yep.
use to fill the other spot on my card.
Yep. So you take them all off. They go back into the pile.
And fulfilled.
Flip it over. Now your cart's full of pretty precious gems on there.
love
It's
it.
nice and shiny.
I love it.
And now you're going for a new goal there.
New goal.
So I'm gonna keep going on this side, I think. You really don't have to hit that hard. I was a little bit concerned about hitting a game box when I first started trying this, but you don't have to go hard at it at all. I pulled 3. Oh, I didn't see my goal. All right, so that means that gem in the middle means I need an odd number. 3. I got an odd, so I get this.
Oh, look at you.
I know, worked
Got a
out
wild.
there. All right, so I need a blue, I need a yellow. My green doesn't do anything, but I do have that wild, so I'm gonna turn that in to now fill my cart, and I'm on to my next cart.
All right, I'm on to my next cart. My goal is 6, 7, or 8 gems. I need a lot of blues and yellows. We are going to... Oh, what a
man.
terrible hit. Only 1 gem, it was red. I don't even want it. I put it back.
Yep, you just put it back.
Don't even want it.
The next goal, again, going for the odds. Blues and yellows, I guess I'll try over here. Black is just worthless. Doesn't do
Worthless.
anything for me.
1, 2, or 3 gems. I feel like I can get this done. Oh boy.
So if you take over 8, so 9 or more, you wake up Dragomir the dragon, and that's bad. So you lose your turn. All the gems go back. You don't get to collect any of them.
You gotta have a little bit of finesse.
You do
as
have
I'm
some
realizing
finesse.
as I hit off half the gems on this game.
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit of a harder hit.
Oh, you got it.
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
I
it.
sure I sure did.
All right. So I'm going for 1, 2, or 3 as well. I'm just gonna go for a little.
We got 1.
Well, I got 1. It is yellow, so I need yellow, and I get this.
Which is the wild.
It is a wild. You can't use the wild until you're ready to fill your cart.
Oh.
So it just sits here until I'm ready. I can build up more and keep going with it. So that is hammer time. We would keep
Hammer
going
time.
until you fill all 4 of your carts. Once you fill all 4, the game is over, and whoever does that first wins the game.
I love it.
Yeah, I played this with my kids, and they had a blast. Even my 2-year-old was getting into it, although she didn't know what she was doing. She's like, "Is it my turn? Whack, whack, whack." So we had a lot of fun. Great game to play with a family.
There's a question. How many hits do you get,
You hit
or is it till you get one off?
until you get something to fall off.
Yep.
So if you just keep lightly tapping it, I guess you could really manipulate possibly what's falling. But like Jonah did, he wanted that yellow, but the blue fell off or whatever. So yeah.
I definitely wanted the blue.
You did
anyway,
want the blue.
That is Hammer Time from Haba. It's for 2 to 4 players, and it says ages 5 to 99. And like Dan says, you can give it to kids on the street if you see it. If your kids don't.
I'm not gonna live that one down. I can tell.
Anyway, I think we're headed back to the table, and they're gonna talk about a new game.
All right. Will's coming over, and we're going to just take a quick break and talk about the Larry and Larry show with special guest Dan, because it's your job to tell us what game they should describe and tell us how to play the game. And we're trying to pick a game they don't know, so it'll be fun and hilarious. So Will's gonna start panning, and you're gonna vote, and we've got lots of games here on the shelf here, like this game that Sarah can tell how to.
Atelier.
Yes, and then we have Toy Story. We've got, they probably know how to play Team Domino. What do we got over here? Discoveries, QB, they probably know how to play that game. Oh, Sinister Sticks would be kind of fun. Q's and Q's, but they probably know how to play that. Sagrada would be fun. I don't know about War Chest.
Ooh,
You know what would be a good one is this one over here. Bring the camera over here. Sonora. I want them to explain Sonora, so definitely vote for that one.
Kevin doesn't get to vote. You guys vote.
You
in the
vote,
audience.
you
Let us
vote.
know which game.
Come on, let us know. The other thing is this: if we're going too fast, that's okay. Go to our Facebook page, and you can see pictures of the shelves, and you can see all the different games on these shelves, and then come back to the comments and vote on your favorite one that you think Larry and Journeyman Dan should explain today at the end of the show. And if you missed last month, we definitely have some fun stuff they did with the Robin Hood game. So there we go. Woo, sorry, excuse me. Woo. All right, back to the table here. Okay, so we have three clever games. These are from Schmidt, but also Stronghold Games has sort of brought them over to the US. People are probably familiar with Ganshan Clever and maybe Doppler Stood Clever, and we just recently got the new one.
Clever Cubed. So basically all three of these games are roll and writes, and they play in a similar way where the active player is going to roll the dice and then choose one die to put onto their board and then write the value in the appropriate section. That would be a terrible one because it doesn't actually work. But anyway, I would do that 3 times, picking things, and then whatever I don't pick is going to come. Actually, very important, when you pick a die, all the dice lower than it goes into the thing.
In Clever Cube, they go.
Well, that's for all of them.
That's for all of them. Okay.
So if I pick a 1, I'm okay. If I pick a 2, all 3 of these go.
If you pick a 4, all of them go away.
Yes.
Woo!
So you have to be careful about which value you're picking.
Thank you, Melissa.
But also the different colors for each sheet are going to activate different areas, and they all score differently. So if you've done well, you're going to have hopefully 3 dice on your sheet, and then
thank you.
dice on the little tray here, and then the other players get to pick one of the dice in the tray and do something on their board. So each player's turn, you do get something, but the active player is going to get a lot more. One of the interesting things with Cubed is the yellow section. It's going to be based on the turn that you place that die. So if I play a yellow die on the second section, I have to choose the 4 in the second row. And if you take a yellow, when it's not your turn, you have to mark one of the gray
areas, if it's available.
Yes, if the die is up there. So there's a little bit more in Cubed about when you place the dice on your board, or if you're taking from the tray, or if you're taking it.
And even
from
the
your
numbers
turn.
in the blue, they have to go down or up depending on the number. So
yeah, so in all 3, Ganshan Clever, which means that's pretty clever. Dopplet So Clever. I'm trying to remember the English because this is actually the German version, so we don't have the translation. It's like, that's clever too, or something like that. If you know German, give us the translation for that. Basically, they all are kind of puzzles, but the sheets are different, so how you're scoring and which dice that you want to take is going to be slightly different in each game. There's also some apps or online versions of this that I may have spent
I was gonna come in and say,
long time
I have
playing.
played the apps for hours, and you can also do some different things, especially if you're doing the apps a little bit easier.
Just the upkeep and stuff like that.
Play backwards,
Try to
where
get the low
you
score?
try and get the lowest score possible. So then the strategy is completely changed.
So Dumplings the Clever is twice as clever.
Twice as clever. So that's pretty clever, twice as clever, and Clever Cubed. They're all designed by Wolfgang Warsch.
Very famous designer.
Stronghold is the one who publishes in the United States. I think I actually prefer this at the 1 to 2 player count because as you get more players, it just takes longer to get back to your turn. But I do really enjoy the puzzle aspect.
Yeah, I like the comboing of it. So you're trying to figure out.
You can do one die and then there's benefits that let you
just starts
do
going,
a bunch of
I'm doing
things.
this, and I'm crossing out 3 or 4 other things, which I really like to try and do in the game.
Yeah.
So
all the stuff.
so you're going to end up with lots and lots of different X's or marks on your board that then give you points.
Cool.
I definitely recommend these if you like roll and writes, puzzly games, combos. Then check out the Clever Games. They're all good. They just have slightly different scoring.
Yeah. If it's your first time doing one of these, I would definitely probably do the base one first. Gaunstein Clever. It's going to get you just how the game works first.
Yeah, it's probably the simplest with the scoring and the bonuses.
But if you're familiar with them already, Clever Q is pretty cool. So.
All right, I think we're going to the couch.
Hey, all right, we're back here with another Haba game. This is Inspector Mouse, The Great Escape. It's another good 5 to 99 age group game.
Another good game for the kids on the street.
It is another good. I was gonna leave that alone, but thanks, Jonah. It's another good game for kids. I have played this with my kids, and my 7-year-old keeps saying, "Dad, can we do this again? Can we do it again?" So she's had a lot of fun with this. Generally, on your turn, well, first we're going to start out by picking one of these bad guys that's in prison. They're all trying to escape. So we've got this. Make a mental note of this character. He's going into the prison right there. So on my turn, I'm going to roll this die, and it's the blue arrow. And on the board here, I've got a blue arrow, so that's clockwise. So I'm going to turn the inspector until there is an open space here in the prison house. So now we're trying to remember that that funny looking yellow guy with the blue background is here. It's semi-cooperative. So we're working together to try and stop the bad guys from escaping, but we score points individually for catching, for making the right guess, and then whoever has the most at the end of the game wins. So now
another guy in there.
Yep, we put another guy in.
Another bad guy trying to
We've got
escape.
this orange guy with a blue background here.
Orange guy, blue background. Then I roll. I rolled the die that's got either direction. So I can spin either direction, and I can spin until we have an empty space. So I'm going to spin this way. Another empty space.
Which way did you go? You went
I
clockwise?
went clockwise.
All right, so we
Should
will
have told him.
Yeah. Throw in the bunny gangster looking guy here. And I'm going counterclockwise. So I'm going again till an empty space. So we've got these. Now we have an empty space.
So it kind of gives you the ability to re-see everybody as you spin it back, which makes it a little easier for kids to kind of keep track of where the bad guys are, because ultimately we're playing until one of the bad guys that we're placing in this game drops into the game box, and maybe you won't hear it from the camera, but there's going to be like a little ping because it's actually dropping through and it's hitting like a cheese.
It's like a mint tin.
Like a mint tin.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just an alarm.
Oh, just the alarm. Got it.
All right, so we've got some green-looking goblin-y character here.
And I'll spin either direction again. I will go counterclockwise because I was trying to see if that would drop somebody in, but it didn't.
It did not. All right, so we've got orange background with a blue.
Okay. I'm definitely going to lose. I haven't been paying attention that well to who's in here.
All right, so we're going clockwise. This will give you a chance to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you could hear that, but we just heard a little clink.
We did.
So now,
So now we are opening up our little mouse detective notebook. It's got pictures of all the bad guys in it, and we have to use our magnifying glass with the cutout to circle, to just select which bad guy just escaped, right?
yes.
And even though I should know, I don't.
Yeah,
So that's tough. But I'm gonna go with that guy. That guy.
all right. So now we reveal our guesses.
Oh no!
We
did
lift
not
it
guess
up.
the same.
All right, so the blue character tried to escape. I got that correct.
I did
Jonah
not.
did not. So I get to take a star and put it in my little detective's quarters or whatever these are. And now he leaves the game, and we put this back.
And we go again. I'm down.
Yep.
If we both did not guess correctly, then the bad guy would actually make it to the getaway car. And if 4 bad guys make it to the getaway car, you lose the game.
Yes. So that's Inspector Mouse. We would keep going. You keep going until all of the bad guys enter the prison. You keep guessing. You keep getting stars. At the end, you look them up, or you pull this up, and you get to see who had the most stars, and then the person with the most wins the game. This is the base way to play. They do suggest if you want to make it a little bit harder, and honestly, after a play or two, I probably would ramp it up. You can put people into the car to start the game, so you have fewer chances to fail.
Yep.
If you put them face down, that makes it even harder, because then you don't know for sure which ones are still out there.
Yep.
So there are ways to make it a little bit harder for those who are more experienced, but it's a fun little game from Haba, and again, that's Inspector Mouse, The Great Escape. I think we're jumping back over to the table for Power Failure.
So we're sitting at the table playing Power Failure. We got it set up on the table. This is a new one coming from Artana, which is owned by Genius Games. You can pre-order it now online. In the game, we are going to be building our own power supplies. So using power companies, what are they called? Gas, oil, whatever the word is for that. Coal.
Power plants.
Power plants.
To generate power.
Utilities. All the
There we
words.
go.
Basically, we try to
yeah.
score some big points.
Yep, so there are 4 different types that you can use in the game. There's natural gas, there's coal, nuclear, and there are green ones, which solar and wind, and etc. So in the game, you start off with a hand of cards. There's a market, but there is also this carbon tower that everyone will be contributing to, and you'll be stacking up. And if you make it collapse, there will be consequences. So everybody has...
Not just for you, but consequences for everybody in the game, which is crazy. So we all got to work together.
So everybody has a little cheat sheet card that you will use. You have 3 cubes that represent your 3 actions. So your actions include take a card. So I might take one of these. And you can play a card. So I might play that nuclear power plant down in front of me. Anytime you construct a new plant, you have to contribute to the carbon tower because you have contributed...
Added carbon to the atmosphere.
Yep, by building it. So I'm going to do that.
Ooh, it already looks wobbly.
It already does look wobbly.
We're playing a little bit on the harder variant because you could stack these flat as well, which makes it
them up flat,
less likely to tip
or
over.
you can rotate and stack them on
and
their
then
side.
you get a third action
I get
as
a
well.
third action. Now, I could, at this point, I could power up one of my types of plants, but I don't have enough to complete any of these. So there's a spot to activate coal, gas, nuclear. Your green power plants always are activated, but they are based on whatever this number happens to be on the draw pile. So these cards on the backs all have 0, 1, or 2. So sometimes you may have a wind generated plant, but if there's no wind, there's no power. So it's an interesting mechanic that happens in the game that's based on real life. So to activate, I'm going to have some uranium to do my nuclear power plant, and I would need another one for the waste, or I can discard cards, and then that would generate 5. This turn it's not enough, so I probably would just take
If she was able to generate 6, 14, or 12 levels of energy, she would then take this card and collect the victory points associated with it.
Yep, but nuclear and the other green ones are green power, so I don't have, there's no carbon that is generated. If I had put
so
down,
if I take my turn,
yep, you can take your turn.
she passes me the 3 cubes.
So
That
I'm
lets
gonna
me
take this too. That lets me
know that it's my turn. Give me that 3rd cube. Thank you.
There you go.
And then it's my turn to pick what options I want to use from my card. So I could take a card action, and I could play this guy that says, draw 2 action cards from the deck, add them to the stack, and then take 2. This is a great way to get additional cards into my hand. If I'm planning to play a natural gas plant, which I would be on my next turn, then it might make sense to take this natural gas cards. So as I play the card, as she said, I immediately have to stack those 2 carbon.
One carbon.
One carbon for building it. Yep, if I use it, I'd have to do 2. And then I can either pay by using the natural gas cards or any 2 cards. So I might pay to fuel mine. Again, I only have 4, so it's not enough to earn one of these points. But if I were able to generate enough power from my combination of, get some green ones out here too, different power supplies. Let's say I had this in front of me on my turn. I'd have to take the action tokens to be able to actually activate those types. So I would activate the blue and the orange. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to generate green, so that'd be 2. So I got 2, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that would give me enough to collect this, which I would then be able to keep for the end of the game. The game ends when...
the deck is out.
Yeah, the deck of power reward cards is out. If at any time I were to topple this thing, say I had to add... here I'd have to only add 2. Let's say I add my 2 tokens and it falls over. Then
everybody at the table has to discard 2 cards, and Will did not actually
I wasn't able to generate the power, so I wouldn't get the card.
Yep.
And it does hurt everybody, and especially if you try to run a lean, tight, I'm only going to have the cards in my hand that I need for the next turn because I don't want to waste time drawing cards. Somebody else knocking over that tower and you having to get rid of a card can be devastating to your strategy because you're like, oh, I needed that card to be able to take my next turn.
Yeah, another thing that can happen is, like I said before, you put out the new cards in the market and then the 0 pops up and now your solar and wind don't generate anything. Then you have to work around those. So.
Yeah, it's got a really good balance of the dexterity component not being a major part of the game. However, like trying to make sure that when it gets around to your turn that you are avoiding adding to it if you have bad dexterity. Or the last game that I played, I was like, I can stick cubes all day long. So I was just like, had all the power plants in front of me, was running them all, adding a bunch of tokens to it. It was working until the last turn when I, of course, get to it and the tower's this tall. And I was like, oh, I gotta add this one, here we go. The focus exhale did me in. I was like, boom, whole thing fell over. So lost the game because I didn't plan well for that. Interesting dynamic between the dexterity and the card strategy part.
Yep.
Lots of fun. Power failure from Genius Games.
And Artana.
I just figured out I should always just sit here so I can just say, and now we're ready to throw it over to the couch.
Power Grid and Power Failure by the same company?
No. Power Grid is Friedman Green. What's the name of that company?
Freeman Freeze.
Freeman Freeze.
Company, we don't know.
Yep, that one's an older game.
Rio Grande
in the US, and this is a new one that'll be released at Gen Con from Artana. You can pre-order it now.
Yeah, before we head back to the couch though, real quick, thank you guys for voting in the comments. We are excited to see what's going to happen at the end of the show as Dan and Larry take one of the games off the shelf and learn not learn, teach you how to play it without knowing how to play it.
Yep.
Rewind the video if you need to see all of them, or you can go to our Facebook page, the Tantrum House Facebook page. We posted some photos there where you can zoom in on stuff and see exactly and like our Facebook page.
And the video.
And like this video.
Yep,
and
all of those, yeah. Liking the video today and commenting below
gives you an
will get
opportunity to win our prize at the end.
Yeah, Mazescapes.
Yeah, but hang around. We'll have some fun letting them teach us the game in a second. All right, now back to the couch.
Hello! We're back here at the couch.
We are. We're gonna. Sorry, Will's confusing. The reason we're saying like our video is because that's how you're gonna be entered into our giveaway today to have a chance to win Mazescapes, the game. We're actually gonna talk about Mazescapes after we talk about some of the exit games. But if you want a chance to win it, you've got to like this video that you're watching
And comment because definitely.
Right.
There we go. Melissa, what do we got here?
All right, we have several exit games. Kevin and I really enjoy these escape room games. And Jonah, you guys have recently been
introduced to them, and I've had lots of fun doing them. I felt like I needed a very easy, so like on the difficulty level, easy exit game to start because I wasn't ready to have to fold, cut, right on my game.
Burn, whatever.
Right. So I was like, you know what I mean?
Soak in water.
Like I was like, it seems like I should cut it.
There's this mental wall.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I think we should cut it. No, we can't have to cut it. We must not be doing it.
Because if you cut it, that's it.
Right.
You
if
can't
I
go
cut
back.
it's cut. So it can't be that. You know.
So none of these are entry level ones that we have on the table. They do. The good thing about Escape is they do give a exit. They give a level of 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I would say that the level 1 games are very good at introducing you into the concept. The Haunted Roller Coaster, I think, is one of our favorites that really gets you into it. I think most of these are 3 or 4. 3.
I think they go all the way up to 5, though.
Yeah, they do go up to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, this is a 4, and I don't know.
3, 4,
3,
and a 3.
And we have played a 4.5. I don't know if we've ever played a 5.
I don't know if I've seen
I don't know if there's
a
a 5 out yet.
No.
But 4.5 is super difficult.
I believe it because 3 will turn you for a loop if you don't know what you're doing.
So some of the newest ones that are out, the Gate Between Worlds, kind of reminded me a little bit of Stargate, and you're actually traveling.
One of the best sci-fi TV series out there.
Maybe.
You're actually traveling to different worlds, and it'll have you open these little booklets as you progress through the game. So that was really interesting. Really enjoyed Gate Between the Worlds.
Yeah, I think my favorite one so far that I've played has to be Exit the Game, The Sacred Temple, because this one actually includes 4 jigsaw puzzles as part of the escape room. So you're putting them together. I mean, it kind of walks you through when you're supposed to put them together, but you're putting them together to then find clues on the puzzle pieces or all of the above. If you played any exit games, you get all of the above. If you haven't played them, it's like they're really immersive. Like it's going to trick you because you're used to playing a game that you like take care of, and these are like, no.
Yeah, and the other thing is,
cut that thing.
Do you think you know how to put jigsaw puzzles together?
Oh, right.
And you think you know all about jigsaw puzzles, and then you play this game.
Until you put a jigsaw puzzle together that you have no picture to look at.
That's true. And then what they're doing with the jigsaw puzzle too, like
which is very unique.
I don't want to spoil too much, but there's some things that they're doing.
Yeah, I thought it was like, oh, this is cool. Like,
I agree.
I was like, somebody put a lot of time and effort into this. This is good. This is good.
And just so you, I'll do a little close up here maybe. The backs of the jigsaw puzzles are have little icons on them so you can separate them. So if they do ever get mixed in, you know which puzzle pieces go with which puzzles, which is I think very helpful.
Yes. So 4 distinct puzzles.
It does.
Oh, and going through.
We should talk about the time. This usually they're about an hour. The puzzle ones are longer.
Yeah, especially if you're not great at putting together puzzles.
Sure.
Yeah, then they can be longer. Most of the games are play it once and then it's done, just because you have to cut, burn, soak things in water, whatever it might be.
Nishant's played almost 20 exit games.
Wow. almost 20. He should tell us about them.
Right.
But some of them you can replay, just depending. Like I thought that the Sacred Temple you could replay. I think I got it from you guys.
There was one puzzle.
So there's one puzzle.
There is one puzzle that we helped Jonah out on.
Yeah, there's one puzzle that was already completed.
Right.
But it was one of the easier puzzles.
Sure.
Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I mean, I would have figured this out
I agree.
in 2 seconds anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, that's one you could probably pass along and
Yeah,
play
I think there are,
99% of
at
it.
least in English, there are 2 puzzle games available now.
wanna play the other one.
Sacred Temple,
Yeah.
and the other one has a lighthouse on it,
Oh,
I
cool.
believe. Yeah, really, really enjoyed these. I like them. Definitely start out with the lower experience levels if you're just starting out.
For
too.
sure.
Melissa's gonna run back to
Yes,
the table,
you guys keep
and we'll
talking.
keep talking about the Exit series. And then, have you played the Unlock series yet?
I haven't played it.
All right,
yet.
we're gonna get some to you.
Okay. Is it rate them? Exit or unlock?
I personally like Unlock is a little bit better, and
Okay.
the reason is you don't have to worry about cutting, and you can pass them on.
Oh, okay.
So,
I like that.
but I mean, to me, they're both awesome games, Exit
Yeah.
and Unlock. Have you got some more questions?
Which one did Kevin and Melissa design?
Oh, that'd be amazing. We haven't designed an Exit or Unlock game.
What game did you guys design?
We designed a game in the Time Stories universe from Space Cowboys. It's called the Hadal Project. Hadal Project.
Nice. Some of these exit games will trick you though. It'll have you looking like everywhere for the clue.
Oh yeah.
And it's so I can't spoil it, but everything
Do you
is
wanna
in
spoil
play.
one?
Everything is in play. Like
Everything's in play.
Like the game box is in play.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
everything is in play. So it's a little. It's
The rule book?
interesting. The
The
rule
rule
book's in play. Everything's in play.
Box is in play.
Yeah.
Under the box, Melissa doesn't like me going under the box before. she slaps my hand on that one, and I'm like, but it's
You know something's gonna be.
something's gonna be under that box.
Yeah.
Something's gonna be in there. So, all right, back to the table.
Okay, here we are at the table talking about Mazescape. This is a solo game. You're going through little booklets of mazes. This is the Labyrinth version. We are giving away a different version of Mazescape to a winner today. Comment, like the video.
Like the video.
But basically, there are 7 different booklets in this Mazescape, and you are going through them trying to reach the end of the maze, but also to collect certain things. So I'm just randomly picking number 5, and it's saying I need to get 7 skulls, 3 coffins. I'm trying to get to certain things. You can complete it without doing all these things, but you'll get a lower score. So it's kind of like what your score is. You would open it up, you take your little pointer, and you can follow the maze. If your pointer is not on a page, you can open it. So now, okay, that's not very good. So I need to close this back up. Maybe I want to open that side. And I come here, oh, I have dead ends. So now I need to open that one. Oh, I have 2 dead ends. That's bad. All right. This is a harder one.
I'm gonna go up the steps.
I need to go up the steps. Let's see, I can't fold up yet. Uh-oh, maybe I should go back to level 1. Level 1's a lot easier. All right, I'm trying to think what I need to do here. Oh, I can do that. There is another page on this one. So here I could now flip that one. Oh, and then that could flip. So anyway, you are going through these mazes, flipping certain pages. Can I flip up yet? No, I can't flip up. But I can flip.
Oh, there's a new page.
So the early one didn't have that type of pages, so I'm not used to that. Anyway, you are flipping these pages. Sometimes you can flip them up or down, sideways, but you cannot flip the page that your pointer is on. So the first one is a little easier. You're trying to get chests. You would start, come across, and this one you can flip up.
Oh, there we go.
Earlier. So it, depending on how the map is, so you're going through trying to figure out how can I get to where I need to be by flipping pages, and it's going to change. You're trying to find that, to turn that on, you're trying to get to the chests and stuff like that, and then find the exit. So these are Mazescapes, basically a single player game. I mean, I guess you could have people watching and telling you where to go, but solo game.
I feel like this is a giant MC Escher puzzle.
It really is trying to follow the things and get the different items that you're looking for. There are 7 in each box. So the one that we are giving away is, it looks like it's more of the traditional labyrinth with the Minotaur in it. They have rules in many different languages, so very simple rules. It tells you how to flip the pages and collect things. But that is Mazescape from Ludissimo and Devir Games. Devir Games is probably the one that you would see on the US distribution publisher. So we are going back to the couch. Oh, I think we're gonna play a game. Do we have teams?
We do.
There's teams. Let's go over.
Come on over, we'll play. We got them divvied up. We're gonna be playing 25 words or less from the op.
Which team am I
I think you're right beside me. Come on over.
Come on over.
on the couch.
Come on over. We need everybody.
Come.
Melissa, yeah, come on.
Okay.
Join the party.
This is the party game.
Okay.
The name of the game is exactly what we're doing, 25 words or less. Okay, there's like 3 phases to the game basically.
Okay.
And so each team is gonna need a clue giver. So we need to determine who's gonna do that first.
Melissa's already been voted.
Sorry, it's a teams.
Are you being our clue giver?
So that's
Oh.
so,
Team number
Jonah?
team.
Are you doing clues or you?
Sure,
Team
it's
red,
fine.
team blue?
Okay, so that once that's decided, we'll just rotate every time. Melissa and I need to take a look at this card briefly.
Okay.
Half of it is right side up, half is upside down. We'll just use the side that's right side up. And we are now bidding for how many words, starting at 25 going down,
right? You've had your
how
coffee.
many words you think you can
Power it up
how many
right
words
now.
you think you have to say in order to get your team to guess all 5 clues. You cannot
So,
have more words than this.
I recently saw this on TV. I saw it and I was like, oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna watch a
Oh.
episode of this.
She watched the episode, but Jonah's actually played this.
Yes, I haven't played the board game version of it.
Woo!
Doing the
The one that's right, yeah.
So how
If
many
you hold,
words?
No, if you hold the
I was
card,
reading comments.
this
Like,
way.
yeah,
Okay, I'm
that
like,
side.
how many words are you trying to get us to guess? 5?
5 words.
5 words.
You probably memorized all 5 words?
No,
He's getting ready, yeah.
we're bidding right now. Melissa and I are bidding. So I would say
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I can
yeah.
get my team to guess all 5 of those words in 25 words.
I'll go 20 words.
You can have
Oh.
it. Okay, so here's how this works.
I
Their
think they
team
got
is
this already.
their team is now playing this.
I know.
She has 1 minute timer
1 minute, all right.
and 20 words. Every
And there's
time
5?
she says a word,
So I need 4 words.
every
Or less,
time she
right?
says a word, we're
Per
gonna
clip.
hit this timer all the way down to 0. If she says more than 20 words, we get the card. It's
Okay.
first team to 10 cards.
10 cards.
We'll
all
play.
right.
We'll play like 5 cards
Sure,
today.
that's fine.
Feel free to guess at home
Okay.
in the
First team to
comments.
10 cards is how you
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
If
No,
she
look at the
says any
comments.
more than 20 words, we get the card. If
Do
she,
I have to go in order or
Nope.
can I?
And
Nope.
we're trying to guess a word.
A single word.
All right.
But 5
There's
of
no
them.
category or anything. It's just totally unrelated.
The
words.
rules state you cannot say anything like yes, correct, none of it. It all counts.
I'm gonna lose.
All right, but how do I
Just
tell
look at
them
this.
that I'm going on to? I nod
Just
or
nod.
let them know that we're going on to the next word,
Sure.
Just
Do
go.
whatever.
Okay.
We can make a house rule that you're allowed to say yes or something.
or
Thumbs
Sure.
up.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
You got it.
That's it.
thumbs up that we're going to the
Okay,
next
and
word.
you obviously can't give all the clues that you think you can't give. All the clues that Will's gonna give to cheat, you can't give those. And you know that. No rhymes with and all that stuff. You can't do that. Okay.
Are you like monitoring them? Are you like, ding, she got it? Or is it like,
No.
You just memorize.
No,
You're just doing
she's
the words.
saying she will let us know that they've
With the
said all the
thumbs up,
words.
if they
We're
said a
counting
word.
all
You just
the
count
words
the
she
words.
says.
well, I mean, we just judged it out like, I'm already ready to cheat. So I was like, yeah, you got this one. Close enough. Next
There's
word.
no penalty for us to just guess.
There's no penalty.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Are you ready at home?
Timer starting now.
Man hair.
Bald.
Afro.
Face.
Goatee. Beard. It's already hard.
The time. Oh, that was 2 words at that time.
Count it.
Glass. Top. Soda.
Bottle.
Root beer.
Cap. Bottle cap.
Oh, Dan's good at this.
D&D.
That's more.
Journey.
Letters and group.
Adventure.
Up.
Yes.
Castle. Soldier.
Knight. Archer. Guard.
Time's out.
Got that last one.
That was
Was that
5?
all 5?
It was 4.
4.
Ah,
We'll
good
take
job.
the card.
Good job.
1 card for
That was
us.
tough. Also, they. Oh, whew. Off by
Get it.
1, and we
Didn't
get it.
Didn't
Oh,
get
it was the time that got
Yeah.
me.
It was.
Okay, who's our next clue
I
giver?
think we nominated you.
No, not the whole time. The whole time?
You beginning?
Until I go.
Oh, okay.
Until I go.
All right. I see
Okay.
what you're saying. I want to guess. I'm a fast guesser, so I need to.
You need to be the
I need to have
guesser.
Joey give clues because if Sarah gives them, I won't guess them, and then I'll guess everything
What?
Sarah says.
25 words.
Our brains,
You and I
our
are,
brains never.
need
our
25
grades
words.
never sync.
I should have made you sit up.
Kevin,
24 words.
Okay.
23 words.
That's all you.
Okay, 23 words
Okay, I'm ready.
for my team.
23 words.
I'm ready when you are.
I'm going to empty out my entire vessel. Done.
You just
Okay,
flip the
ready,
timer. Yep.
set, go.
School, teacher,
Principal.
at home.
Homeschool. Mom.
Homeschool.
Teacher.
Mom, mother,
Tutor.
Noah, Ark.
ship,
2 by 2.
water, rain,
Animals. Zoo.
flood,
Nature, valley, mess.
Granola bar.
no, nature,
Oats?
valley, mess,
Devastation. Earth.
no,
Flood. What are you thinking of?
no,
Earthquake.
like-
Nature Valley mess.
On floor.
on floor,
Nature
Nature
mess.
Valley.
Clean up. Sweep. Broom. Dustpan. Mop.
crunchy,
Nature Valley mess.
If you want to
Tom.
pass.
Dirty. Heartburn.
Oh, he said Tom.
Ah! We didn't get it.
Yes!
From.
Crumb.
rum,
I was in the right direction. You were like pulling me into actual natural disaster, and I was
yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure it's a snack. What are we talking about?
And we also did not get rhyme.
I know, I looked at rhyme like, rhyme?
Yeah.
How am I gonna
Rhyme. Poem.
I didn't think about it.
Nursery.
a rhyme, a rhyme,
Nursery.
Yeah,
rhyming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just do like sat, bat, hat. Like those all
3
rhyme.
words.
That's
Yeah,
3 words.
I don't know, I
It's
don't
the
know.
same as
Then you're doing it next, then Sarah.
Okay, I'm next.
What's up, Sarah?
Okay, I
Dan?
guess
Sarah,
I-
Dan?
Yep.
Did you guess any of those at home? Save the time.
I think we gotta.
TikTok.
I think this is gonna be the last one.
They skipped
Let's do
man
it.
hair.
This is all or nothing. All or nothing.
All
in
or
here.
nothing tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. We gotta move on to the Larry
I'll do
Larry
it
show.
in
Should be 3 words. Agreed.
23.
It is the
It's the
time.
It's the time, not the
Yeah.
words. 25. It's like 1 minute.
Like you guys still had what?
Ooh,
8 words
22.
left. Must have had 8 words left.
21.
1 word left.
You can have it.
Okay.
Ooh.
No. I mean, like she
When
could
he
have
won.
8 more clues.
Okay,
right?
we have to get them all to
All right.
We're on?
If you
We have
let's
to-
say if you want to pass, like do this
Oh, we
with
can
your hands,
pass.
because you can pass and go into a different word.
Oh, let's do it.
So if
Okay.
you're stuck,
Sure. Okay.
this
That-
is you
that-
got
this
it.
is
it.
This is
All or nothing, Dan.
Did one less?
Are you ready?
No.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah.
They're doing
21.
it.
All right. 21
let's do
words.
it.
21.
All right. I'm ready. Fast.
Okay.
Go.
Birmingham game.
Baseball.
Golf. Tennis. Birmingham.
Alabama.
Birmingham. Oh, brass.
Brad.
Yes.
Got it.
Up. Steps.
Climb. Walk. Ascend.
Ladder.
Escalator.
Down.
Descend. Downstairs.
Yes.
Say yes.
Don't say yes.
Flat. Wheels. Half pipe.
Skateboard.
Yes.
Faster.
Studio.
Art. Recording. Session.
CD. Music.
DVD. Give me another word. Pass.
Middle.
Waste.
No.
Yeah.
Middle. You got 10 words. Give me another.
I blanked.
All right, we're
on
playing
this
this again
one.
after the show. I'll give it clues.
Okay.
That is hard.
That was
Middle.
central.
Central.
I think if we had like a minute and a half, I think it would be a little bit. That minute, man. Whew.
Yeah. It's
Goes
quick.
fast.
All right,
It's a quick minute.
I want to play again. We're gonna do it. But I think right now we're going to cut to the Larry and Larry / plus Dan minus Larry segment.
With special guest Dan.
Yeah, Journeyman Dan he's got a stack of games he's picking up right now. He's going to take them to the table where he's going to join Larry, and then they're going to pick one to explain. These are all the games that were nominated from the votes on Facebook and YouTube. I didn't actually check Facebook. Anybody check Facebook? Look on Facebook real quick. See if there's anything out there that we need to get. They're going to pick one, explain the rules. I'm going to switch with Larry, who is switching. And
Switchers, switch.
switchings.
I feel like you're super confusing and telling
Always.
people what's
You are.
happening.
a-
So, what's
Shake
happening
your
is
head off
that
if you understood.
our Larry and Larry show is missing a Larry. So it's a Larry and Larry show with special guest Dan.
Yes.
What they're gonna do is pick a game. You guys are actually gonna pick the game.
Yep.
And what they're gonna do is try to explain the game and play the game without looking at the rule book.
And these are games they haven't actually
And these
played.
are games they have not actually played yet.
Have you guys played any of those?
If you've played them, take them out of the stack.
Yeah. Also, where
If
would
you
go
know
to
a little bit
studio,
about the game.
Sarah? They want to know what the studio clue was.
Oh. The studio?
Sling.
Sling. I got that in my head and then I
Why don't you
couldn't
just do
think
like
of,
David and
like,
Goliath?
well, I
Right.
could have done like broken arm.
Broken arm.
Broken arm was the
Broken arm,
answer.
there you go.
It should have been the clue. And
It's super easy when you're not
I
giving
know.
it
It's super
is.
easy when it's
When
not.
you're under pressure, live on camera, brain.
We gotta narrow this down here.
All right, heading to the table.
Heading to the table.
Which one?
Yes. Welcome.
High fives.
Woo!
Sorry, Larry, you're not here, but
I know. We're gonna miss
Journeyman
you.
Dan is a pretty good substitute. Are you ready to do this?
I am. Now I am automatically pulling out Caverna because
Good
I
talk.
can't
Good
talk.
talk. Keep going. Keep going.
Because I have played this, so
okay,
that's
get it
off.
out of there. Come on. Come on.
Get it
All
out.
right. So he hasn't done this before. So at home, bear
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
I'll have to explain this. All right. So you pick a game. Pick a game. We haven't done this before.
So
I've played none of these.
I'm gonna say not Toy Story
Get it out.
because it's a deck builder.
All right.
I like
You
deck
already did
builders.
this.
Okay. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Don't just. This is the one we're gonna play.
All right.
One we're gonna play.
I'm going for Sonora.
Oh, Kevin's excited.
So excited.
All right, so here's how this goes. Ready? I'm gonna pull it off, and Dan, you're gonna acknowledge the designers and then throw the rule book out.
All right.
The fun
So
begins.
we've got Sonora here.
Yeah,
the
who
designers
designed
are
it?
not on here.
Back page.
Back page. All right,
We've
shout out.
got game designer by Rob Newton and
Okay.
illustrations by Tom Goyon.
Yeah,
So
Rob and Tom.
it's a great game. We're gonna find out how to play it.
Sorry for what's about to happen. All right, what's the first rule? First rule, Dan.
First rule,
First
it
rule.
looks like
No. It doesn't look like. What is it? What's the first rule?
You get a piece. I
Yes.
get a piece.
Okay, I love this. And what do we do with those?
We just throw them out. We don't
All
need
right,
them.
here's the kicker though. We hide this in one of the games, and Dan can't know what it is or where it's at until he draws the green dot. Okay.
All right.
So
The
don't look,
green
Dan.
dot.
Close your
I'm not
eyes, Dan.
looking.
Don't look, Dan.
Not looking.
Okay. All
The
right.
green dot.
Don't tell anyone. That's how this game works. 100%.
Is this the green dot? Do I have the green dot?
Yeah. Don't draw it out. Yeah. That's
Oh,
the end
man.
of the game, man. All right. Then you get your blue marker.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Get your blue marker. Okay. Oh, you can definitely pull out all the other colors.
I can
except
pull
for
them
green.
out
Yeah.
except for green. Okay.
Yeah, but green is the end game. And then, oh man, this is definitely a red marker board. All right, so
right,
put the green
got
ones
the
away.
green.
Yep, that's the end of the game.
End
So
of
you
the
always
game.
hold the green until the end of the game, all right?
Now I get, because I have blue,
Yep.
I'm gonna take the yellow markers.
Obviously.
And because you have red, you get the blue markers.
Yes, clearly. And what do we do with pink?
The pink go in the middle of the board on
Perfect.
these special spaces.
Yep, that's correct. Okay.
But they need to be
Oh.
face down so we don't know what the numbers are.
You're right. And so I mark my guess here. I think that's a 3 there. Okay, that correlates
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
And then you mark one. Oh, do you mark that square there?
This one, yeah, I think so. That's gonna be the 4.
This should be called coloring, not Sonora.
Yeah, we're gonna fill this one in.
Coloring.
You gotta stay in the lines.
Oh, okay, you're right. Yep.
Gotta stay in the lines.
Oh, what do I do with this rabbit?
Oh, you just lost. Why did you fill in the 5 rabbit?
I didn't fill in the 5. I filled it under. Did I dodge the penalty?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, all right. So the penalty is you lose your highest numbered marker if you fill in the rabbit.
We can't see what you guys are drawing, so.
Oh, sorry.
There we go, right there for you.
Oh, thank you. All right. So
a little bit
to
more.
catch you up,
There we go.
I almost lost. Don't ever fill in the 5 rabbit.
I actually almost did the same thing.
Woo! Okay,
I filled in the same
we're both
spot.
tricky. All right, so then you flip over one of your tokens. What do you got?
So I've
You
got a 5,
Wow.
so I'm gonna fill in this 5 circle.
Yeah, and I got a 4, so I'm gonna fill in 4 1s.
And then
1, 2.
because I filled in the 5, that lines up with the 5 rabbit. I
Good
get
call.
to draw a line down through him.
Oh, that's right.
Because the rabbit
Nice
just
play.
jumped across
Yeah,
to
that's true. And
the
you get to-
Happy Valley.
You get to flip one of those coins.
Yes.
All right, let's see what happens.
All right.
5.
That's another 5.
That's
Which
that
means I get to fill in another 5.
Right? And you get to draw one of the greens.
I can't find a 5 over here. Why are
Make
there
one
no
up.
5s?
Just right here. Here, I have. Here you go. Here
There's
you go.
a 5. Okay.
And there's a 5 in case you need a 5.
Cool.
Always help out your buddy.
Yes.
Whenever you're playing Sonora, always you get to draw out 1. Don't look.
Just
Don't
one.
look.
Just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
Got it.
Which number is it?
It's
It's a 5. That means you get to guess which game piece.
All right.
Which game the game piece is in. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like you were somewhere on this shelf.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Could have been over here.
I'm gonna go with my instincts.
Kevin's taught me
You
some
always
magic tricks.
Trust your gut.
Every time.
Always.
My gut says I'm hungry.
So I'm gonna go with Gridopolis.
All right, let's see what's in there. I don't see it.
No.
I think that means Kevin won. Kevin, come over here. So you always have. Here's the rule with this game. You always have to have a Kevin when you play this, or else the game is a waste of time.
It's a new show called Games with Kevin.
Games with Kevin.
Yeah.
All right, so Kevin, you get the honorary Battlestar Galactica game with the Sonora token.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So the fun with this is you always get to play with a Kevin. That's rule number 1 in the rule book that went that way
with a
or that
Kevin.
way.
Did you guys
And then-
see these cool like face designs in the back?
Pretty cool.
Is that you?
Did you design this, Kevin?
No, I did
No,
not.
you didn't.
Did not.
I bet you could have, right?
But
And then here we go. You've got this sweet, sweet cactus. So in a nutshell, that's how you play Sonora. I hope you paid attention.
Rule suggestion.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So you should fill in your favorite animal. Step 1.
Good point. Okay, I'm filling in. Oh boy, let's see. Hold, please.
Gotta go with the hawk or the eagle or whatever.
You know,
this
I
thing
think it's
is.
an owl.
Is this
Owl?
a fox? Oh,
When
I'm
drawing though, you should rotate
Where's
the
the
board
hawk?
every 60 seconds.
Good point. Okay, so I think it's
Maybe
been
it's a hawk.
60. I'm gonna definitely rotate.
Oh.
I like this
Some
iguana.
people are sad that you haven't figured out how to flick the tokens.
Oh, well, so if you play with a Dan and a Larry, don't flick tokens, okay? But if it's Larry and Larry, you do flick tokens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a caveat that you may not have seen in the rule book, and that's why we're here, okay? So I'm almost done with my iguana. Any other one? Dude! It's a Larry and a Dan show.
House rules.
House rules, good point, good point.
and if you don't have a Kevin, you have to flip the board upside down.
You're right, yeah. Thankfully we have a Kevin. That could have been so awkward.
This just got.
It's so simple.
yeah.
It's such a simple game,
When you take
really.
the board out of it.
Any other rule suggestions?
And you can draw wherever you want. It's just.
Is that the last rule suggestion? Because that's pretty much the game.
Yeah.
It's so simple. You
It's
can
really
pull it
like
out.
a 1 out of 5 on BGG.
So, I mean, you literally could learn it in 60 seconds, which I
Yeah.
think you did.
It's the giveaway time.
Oh, is it a giveaway time? I've never done this. I'm gonna
Mazescapes.
mess it up. Here you go.
We are looking for whoever commented and liked the video, so I'm gonna need some help from those who are monitoring such things.
Yeah. Wait, there's
Um,
2 sides to this. Huh. Spoiler alert. All right.
We played with the right side.
It's the same exact side.
Or is it? I'm just kidding. I don't know. What's
So
this
do we
one?
have a winner
Yeah.
team? I think I see Will.
In the meantime, let's review this. Give us the looks.
I
1 out of 5.
really liked how your actions could chain. Like when I filled in
Yeah.
the 5 here, I got to draw to the
good,
5
it's
that
good.
linked to a 5.
It's good.
That really just all those actions combining is a lot of fun.
And the artwork. How
Oh
would you-
yeah, it's a great aesthetic.
I love it too. Yep.
Yeah,
I think my favorite part is this coin.
the cactus is beautiful.
Yeah. And this back for sure. All right, you want to do the honors?
All right.
Drum roll.
All right. For Mazescape, the winner is a Loopy.
Yay!
So congratulations. congratulations. Do they need to email you, Sarah?
Yes.
Email Sarah, SARA, at tantrumhouse.com. And let her know that you are the winner of Mazescape, and she will send that off to you.
Perfect.
Thank you for joining us.
We loved it.
Yes. Great job, Larry. Thanks for having me.
And you're welcome. Anytime you want to pick up this game, so easy to play. Wouldn't even worry about the rule book. All right, where are we going next to? The couch?
Say goodbye.
Couch?
All right, I think we're done.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys later.
Yes,
Have
on behalf of Tantrum House, have a great weekend. Enjoy the 4th.
Have a
We'll
safe
see you next
4th.
time.
Yeah. Bye.